Amy dear, I need a small favor from you. Oh, hi Mom. Sure. What is it? I need you and Frank to empty the house. Empty the house? Why? Is something wrong? No, everything's fine. I just don't want you two to be staying there anymore. Why? Is there any specific reason for it? I just don't want you to be here anymore. That should be a good enough reason. Where are we supposed to go then? That's not my problem. Go live with your father, for all I care. Did something happen between you two? Why? Did your father say something to you? What did he say? No, it's not that. You and Dad have been living together for as far as I can remember. I still don't understand why you suddenly moved into this house 3 months ago. That too, without Dad. So, that doesn't concern you. I can live in whichever house I want. Especially since I own both of them. Yeah, but it's not like you to be away from Dad for so long. I'm sorry, but the last time I checked, I was the mother here. Not you. You have no right to question me, young lady. You better fix your attitude. That's not what I meant. What I meant to say is that this just feels strange. Are you sure everything's fine? Why, of course. Everything's going perfect. Well, aside from your nuisance. I'm a nuisance? How? Well, for starters, you're living in a house that doesn't belong to you. And secondly, you haven't paid your dues for over months. Plus, the house is always a mess. I'm glad I chose to stay the past couple of months here. If it wasn't for me, the two of you would have turned this home into a nightmare. Seriously, what kind of housewife doesn't know how to clean? Is that what this is about? Look, I'm sorry for the delay in everything lately. Ever since Frank decided to stay home, things have been hard. I've been spending more time working than I do in the house. Excuses, excuses. I don't have time, neither the energy, to deal with this today. Just stop arguing with me and leave already. I don't understand. Why are you suddenly kicking us out? Isn't it obvious? I have big plans for this house. But why does it involve kicking us out? Huh, you really are so much like your father. Always arguing with me, and always talking back. Is what I say not enough for you? That's fine by me. If you must know, then the truth is that your father and I are get. Why? It's just some adult things you won't understand. But the bottom line is that we've decided we can't be together anymore. Which is why I need you to evacuate from this house immediately. As soon as the paperwork is finalized, this house will be under my name, and your father is going to have the other one. But where will I go? Are you serious? You're married, aren't you? Why don't you just decide things with your husband, and the two of you can discuss the future options together? What do you mean, future options? Never mind. You'll find out soon enough. For now, I need you to get the hell out of my house. This is so stupid! You and Dad need to talk this out. We've already decided that this is what's best for everyone. I can't believe you guys didn't tell me this before. I could have helped you. I could have helped resolve the problem between you two. Uh-huh. So when are you leaving? Mom, I can't just leave like that. It's not possible for me, especially since Frank has decided to take a break from work. How will I manage to do everything by myself? That's not my problem, not my headache. But Mom! I'm not going to ask you again. But since you are my daughter and all, I guess I could give you some time to pack all of your things. 2 to 3 days would be enough, right? LOL. You have 48 hours to pack up all your things. After that, I better not see you here ever again. I don't understand. You and Dad always told me that I'll be getting this house under my name one day. You can't just take it away from me, just like that. You selfish brat. We've spoiled you too much, it would seem. Do you want to see your mother out in the streets? 'Cause it's served the divorce, it's only fair that I get some part of your father's wealth. After all, I am his wife, aren't I? You're still young. You can manage to find a better job and work hard to buy yourself your dream house. But for now, it's time for you to go. You're going to kick me out of the house? Just like that? Oh, honey, don't think of this as me kicking you out. Think of it as an encouragement boost to help you step outside your comfort zone. Huh, I see. See, I knew you'd come around. Oh, and by the way, most of the paperwork required for the divorce are already filed. Now, all that's left is for you to sign it too, as a witness to this divorce. You'll probably receive the documents in a day or two. Be sure to fill them out quick and send them my way. Frank, we need to talk about something important.
Huh? Can it wait? I'm in the middle of a game.
I'm afraid not. I just had a talk with Mom. She wants us to move out in 2 days.
What?
I know. It caught me by surprise, too. At first, I thought she was joking, but she wasn't.
Okay, so?
What do you mean, so? Don't you have any input in the matter?
Not really. Your mother is a really smart and wonderful woman. If she wants us to move out, we'll just do that.
And go where, huh? You've refused to go to work these days, and with my pay grade, we can't possibly sustain a family. If we leave, where would we go?
Oh, maybe we could crash at my friend's place.
Are you out of your mind? We can't just start living in your friend's house like that. It's indeed or anything.
It's only temporary.
Even so, we can't just barge into someone's life like that. We're still going to need our own savings and everything. Savings we don't have.
Huh. What's with you? Why do you always have to say things like that? We'll work something out, won't we? We always do. And for the last time, quit saying you don't work. I know what I'm doing. I'm taking a break. Why do you have to make everything feel like it's the end of the world? Stupid. Oh, and thanks to you, couldn't pay attention to the match. The winning team scored so many points, but you just wouldn't let me watch it. I hope you're happy now.
I'm sorry, okay? I didn't mean to get you so mad. Hey, Dad. How are you doing?
Oh, I see you finally remembered your old man, huh? I'm alright, kiddo. How are things at your end?
Can be better. I'm sorry if it seems sudden, but I wanted to ask you something important. It's about Mom. Did something happen between you two?
I see that she's already told you about the divorce then.
You mean you two really are splitting up? Why?
I wish I knew, kiddo. I really do. I don't know from where or who put that thought in her head, but she seems quite persistent.
So, you are going to divorce her?
She didn't give me a choice. To be honest, I was surprised myself when she told me she wanted to go separate ways. But if I'd refused, she said she'd make your life miserable. I can't let anyone bring harm to my little one.
But why is she suddenly so fixated to get a divorce? That's not like her at all.
Well, I have noticed her acting a bit strange lately.
Strange how?
She's almost always on her phone these days. She takes it everywhere with her. Plus, she's always gets mad at me whenever I ask who she's talking to.
You don't think she's cheating, do you?
I hope not, but I have a feeling that's exactly what happened.
But who could it be?
Baby, just let me explain. It wasn't what it looks like. Hey, Amy dear?
Quit texting me, you freak.
Not until you stop and talk to me.
There's nothing I want to talk to you about. Now, just leave me alone.
Okay then, don't talk. But hear me out, okay? What you saw wasn't what it looked like. Just give me a chance to prove myself.
Oh, please. Cut the innocent act already. I saw you and my mom in bed together. That's all the proof I need. And to think, after everything we've been through, was over 2 years together in marriage mean nothing to you?
Oh, please, you're being so dramatic.
I'm the one who's being dramatic? You've been cheating on me behind my back. That too, with my mother. How do you think I feel?
Why does everything always have to be about you? It's always, I'm going to get this house under my name one day. My mother is trying to kick me out. I'm the one earning for us. You're hurting my feelings. How do you think I feel? How about you start thinking about what other people feel?
Excuse me? I've been nothing but a responsible, loving wife to you. And this is how you repay me?
You, a responsible, loving wife? Good one. Let's be real here. You don't love me. You never did. You never appreciated me for who I really am. Your mom, on the other hand, is a completely different story. She loves me. She appreciates me. She's the only one who cares for me.
Well, if she's that perfect, why don't you just marry her?
Well, if you must know, little Miss Nosy, we're already working on that. Joke's on you.
You mean to tell me you guys are actually going to get married?
Pretty much. All I'm waiting for is for her to divorce your father already. As soon as that happens, we're going to sign the marriage certificate.
Since the act's already out of the bag, tell me something. How long has this been going on for?
Around 6 months, give or take.
You mean you two have been cheating on me and Dad for 6 months?
I'm surprised you didn't notice it sooner. You should have seen the look on your face, though. The one you made when you entered the room earlier. It was priceless. LOL.
I did film the whole thing. I have photographic evidence to put up a case on you two.
Oh yeah? Tell you what, you can do whatever the hell you want with that. It's not like anyone's gonna believe you. Even if the case is to escalate between us. In the end, the jury would favor me, a fellow lawyer myself. Why would anyone believe you? Also, just so you know, I'll be divorcing you soon.
OMG, Dad, you were right! Mom's cheating!
She is? Are you sure?
I saw it with my own eyes. She's having an affair with Frank, of all people.
Wait, isn't Frank your husband?
He was, until that jerk dumped me.
Oh, honey, I'm sorry.
Dad, what am I going to do now?
Don't do anything. Those two have crossed a line. No one messes with my daughter and gets away with it.
What do you mean?
Just relax, sweetheart. I'll take care of the rest.
Amy, what's the matter with you? I know you've received the documents. Just hurry up and sign them already. Sorry, got busy with other stuff. I'll get to it soon. Just to be sure, are you really willing to go through with this whole process? Divorcing Dad, and then getting the house under your name, kicking me out of the house, and then marrying Frank? Of course, I haven't had even a second thought since I decided this. Just do your part and get lost already. Wow, I didn't realize you were so willing to go through all of this for Frank of all people. To be frank, I'm actually glad you found out. You have no idea what a pain it was to be hiding all of this from you for all of these months. And how to hide the jealousy feeling I get every time you're around Frank, while I have to deal with your lazy father. You do realize that Dad can't work because he's too old for it. Frank, on the other hand, is healthy and all, but he chooses not to work. So, technically speaking, he's the one who's lazy, not Dad. Silly little girl. You're only saying that because you don't know how to convince a man. All it takes is a little persuasive skill, and then there's nothing a man won't do for you. But finally, after years of being stuck with your father, I've finally found someone that loves me the way I want to be loved. Someone who's young and energetic. Someone just like me. I see. Amy, you have to help me. Mom? It's like 3 in the morning. Why are you still up? Never mind that. You have to help me ASAP. With what? With finding me a home. What else? Oh, I guess that means that you didn't get the house under your name then. Don't act so innocent. You know exactly what happened. You mean how you and Frank decided to take the case to court? And when Dad won the case by showing actual evidence? And then the judge declared that the house would remain under my name instead of yours, thanks to the prenup and all? Yeah, I remember all of it. But the cherry on top was when the officers literally dragged you out of the room. It was hilarious. Have you no shame? How could you insult your own mother like that? Hey, look on the bright side. You have the best supportive husband by your side. I'm sure things will work out in the end. No, it wouldn't. Frank is nothing more than useless.
He proposed the idea of a joint father. We ended up having to pay a penalty fee of 25 grand. Really? That much? I thought there would be more. It's all your fault. My fault? How is any of this my fault? You and Frank were the ones to go behind my back. You were the ones who lied to both Dad and I. You even went as far as to take the matter to court. Yet you had the nerve to stand against me. When I found out that the house was meant to be under my name, I couldn't back down. You already stole my husband. I couldn't let you steal my house, too. As if you even needed that lavish as a house. What's worse is that Frank demanded that I have to work and pay for our living accommodations. Otherwise, he's going to divorce me. So, does that mean you'll be divorced twice within a week? LOL. I didn't know that was even possible. Are you actually rooting for him to divorce me? His conditions to marry you is that you have to work and bring home the bread, right? I don't see that working out. You've never worked once in your life. You've always stayed at home while Dad worked his butt off to provide for us. Plus, you're too old now. You have no work experience, no concept of what work is. And you've got a terrible personality. You're not going to get a job easily. And Frank isn't a patient man, either. You think I don't know that? Why do you think I'm even talking to you? I'd say you want to apologize, but I don't want to get my hopes up. Apologize? For what? You should be the one to apologize to me. Excuse me? But what do I have to apologize for? For being such a brat of a daughter. You went against me in court and completely humiliated me. You even took the house under your name. Is this how you're going to treat me after everything I've done for you? I'm never going to forgive you for this. But if you let me live in your house for however long I want, I'll consider loving you again. Nice try, but no. First off, you were the one who tried to steal my house, right after stealing my boyfriend. And secondly, who said I even want your forgiveness? I didn't do anything wrong. If anything, you should apologize to me. And why would I do that? What sort of mother asks her own child for forgiveness? In case you forgot, once you signed those divorce papers, you also lost custody of me. So, technically speaking, I'm not your child anymore. I'm my dad. You're nothing but a stranger to me and Dad. The only family you have now is Frank. Go back and live with him. No way. He's planning to make me do all the work while he stays. I'm not surprised. He couldn't even do work even if he wanted to anyways. Huh? Why is that? Well, to keep it short, Dad didn't just win the case against you, he also exposed Frank for the fraud he really is. A lawyer who hasn't shown up to work for over months without notice, a cheating boyfriend, and someone who doesn't do any work whatsoever? That is all he is. He's never going to get accepted for a job. Either way, good luck finding a job and dealing with Frank. You're gonna need it. You can't do this to me. You brought this onto yourself, stranger.